how to create multiple sources of income. I'm Nate, I'm the FitfutureMD. Shop at Ensorsale.com. Pick you up a cool, inspirational t-shirt today. Use code FitfutureMD for 20% off. Make sure you like the video, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. It's much appreciated. So, how do we, as a normal person, set up multiple sources of income, right? Well, number one, if you seek it out, you'll find it, right? So number one is you need to acquire the knowledge. You need to acquire the knowledge of the multiple sources of income, right? Like you wouldn't go do a job, without being trained for the job, right? So it's the same idea. You have to be trained on the multiple sources of income. So the two most popular multiple sources of income, one is real estate, and the second is the stock market, right? Or investing in stocks. So those are the top two. There's a lot more out there than that, but those are the top two. When you see where the other people's sources of income coming from, it's coming from real estate and it's coming from the stock market, right? Basically purchasing businesses, right? Now, when you find a real estate deal or you find, an opportunity to invest in a company, right? The deals that people immediately offer up their money to jump into, are winners, right? So keep that in mind, right? If you go around and you pitch a deal and nobody wants it, you probably shouldn't want that deal either, right? So if you go around and you pitch that deal to people and they're like, oh my God, how do I invest with you? When you have a good deal, people are going to throw money at you, right? To try to invest. When you have a bad deal, people are going to be like, I'm good, right? And you'll know it's a bad deal, right? That's what I'm saying. When people want to put in their own money, that's how you know it's a good deal, right? Now, that being said, once you have the knowledge, you have to decide, there's a point where you're like, do I have enough knowledge? Am I ready? And you're kind of on the sideline, but you have the knowledge of the opportunity, right? And then this is when you have to decide and make the goal that I'm going to have multiple sources of income, right? I'm going to take my active income or someone else's active income and I'm going to invest it, right? Whether that be into real estate, whether that be into stocks or whatever else you want to invest in. I'm going to decide and I'm going to make that a goal. All right, we're going to make this happen. And then I'm going to start looking for deals, right? I call this making a plan, right? So literally, before we bought our house, I was looking at real estate every single day in my area from 45-minute radius around me, right? I'm looking at real estate every day. Hundreds and thousands of deals before we found this particular home that we're in, right? Did we wait a little long or did we know we found the perfect deal for us, right? Based on our criteria, we made a criteria. So our real estate criteria is 1980 and newer, right? Because we don't want to deal with lead pipes. We want to deal with asbestos. We're basically looking at things that are like lipstick things, right? Windows, paint, removing popcorn ceilings, countertops, stuff like that. Kitchens, bathrooms, obviously HVAC systems usually are crap, after 10, 20 years, so you have to keep that in mind when you're looking for an older home too. Right now, a 2010s home, their HVAC system might be about to blow, right? And a $20,000 HVAC system, on your real estate deal could blow the deal up, right? So keep that in mind. But basically you make a plan, right? You make a plan, you say, I'm gonna do this every day and find my ideal, right? So now I'm doing the same thing in the stock market. I look at stocks every day, 10 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day, and I've made a list and a criteria for my stocks, and those are the ones I invest in. Now, so is there an amount that you are willing to lose versus not willing to lose, right? So I was willing to lose the $1,200 stimulus check that the government sent me because I was a mandatory work employee, right? I didn't get to take the time off or, get unemployment or anything like that during COVID. I had to work. So, my income did not move or did not change. And we didn't get hazard pay or anything like that. So, I was like, well, I don't need this $1,200. Let's start investing in a stock market. That's what I did. All right. And I turned that into, $8,000 or $9,000 in that first year, right? That I had that $1,200 stimulus check. So I executed the plan with money that I was willing to lose. If you don't have any money you're willing to lose, then you won't ever start, right? So keep that in mind. So the last step in making multiple sources of income is to execute your plan, right? Now, if for some reason you don't know a plan, don't have a plan, you have to go and get the knowledge and make a plan, right? It's there's a lot of knowledge out there, right? And it's very difficult to pick through everything and figure out which one's going to be for you, which one's going to work for you, right? You have to decide what you want, right? Do you want something that's truly passive, right? You don't have to do anything. You're probably going to head towards the stock market, right? With your stuff. If you want stuff that you have to put very little down and people are going to put money into it for you, you're probably going to look into real estate, right? Because when you have a good real estate deal, people are going to throw money at the real estate deal. Banks will pick up 80% of the deal just with a good credit score and a job. So keep that in mind. But you're basically just going to execute your plan once you have the knowledge, right? And it's a very interesting time right now because most people invest a certain way and have been investing in certain ways since 2010, since the crash. And now that we're in this level right here, we're like teetering off where there's a lot less money in the deals. All of a sudden they're changing their plan. They're changing for appreciation, like things are going to continue to go up, 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 up. And that's not how cycles work. Cycles go up, cycles go down. So keep that in mind as well. If you're starting out brand new, you have to make your deal work, right? If the deal doesn't work on paper, you don't do the deal, right? The deal is successful at the beginning when you buy it, right? So keep that in mind. It's not successful when you sell it. It's successful as soon as you buy it, right? Because based on your criteria, your numbers, that it's going to be successful. I'm Nate. I'm the FitfutureMD. Share this video with somebody that needs to create their own passive income. Let's make this plan. Let's execute on the plan. Shop at Ensorsale.com. Pick you up a cool inspirational t-shirt today. Right? Stop wearing clothes that don't matter. Right? Stop wearing clothes that are made in China. Wear something cool today. Obviously, the Christmas drop is coming. Right? So I'm going to drop the Christmas stuff. They're pretty cool. I always like the Christmas stuff. So, check that out. Use code FitfutureMD for 20% off. And we'll see you in the next one. Peace.